Welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this all new video. I'm here to talk about a couple of topics today. Actually, talk about the Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump debacle debate that happened the other day, and black images. This is actually going to be a part one video of black image and Hillary Clinton. You know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna save the Hillary Clinton video for maybe the second video, but I'm gonna talk about black heritage in black media right now. Now, I've been listening to different black YouTubers as of late talk about the plight of African American people's images on TV and social media, and it's been really, um, it's been horrendous. What's been going on as far as black images is concerned. Now, black image. How do we define the black image? The black image has been, black people have been portrayed in such negative images in the last almost 15 years. Black media has portrayed black men as either gay, that was in 2001, where black men are either gay or black men are thugs, or black men are chasing after white women's skirts. Then you've had the black woman victimhood images that we've been seeing over the last decade or so. So we've seen that going on in the black community for years, actually. For years, you've seen that. So we're trying to figure out ways to destroy these negative black images that you see on TV and social media and music and film. Black people, we need to control the narrative when it comes to our images. We need to stop catering to white supremacists when it comes down to the black image. We need to start with like ending the slave movies, for example, ending the Tyler Perry movies, the Hood movies, or the black negative killer man like No Good Deeds. You know, you're starting to have movies like that where they portray the black man as psycho. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have movies that with black villains or black criminals, but in almost every media that I've seen in the last 16 or 17 years, the black man has been portrayed as a um, enemy. It goes back to the original Birth of a Nation movie. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. The original Birth of a Nation novel and movies. People have checked those out. And in Birth of a Nation, you have seen that they portrayed the black men as rapists. They portrayed black men as, loving white women. They portrayed black men as not being able to control the government, or they're unable to vote. So it inspired a new growth of Jim Crow from that point. That was how powerful the images were. So from Birth of a Nation all the way to, they've come out with different movies, and at the time in the early 20th century, they came out with different movies portraying the black man as incapable of thinking for himself. They portrayed the black man as being scary. That's where Steppin Fetchit came in, which he was a very popular black comedian at the time. Steppin Fetchit, he was known to portray the bug-eyed, dark-skinned, scary, no-talking man. Now, black people back in those days, they were tired of seeing those images. So what we did, we had Oscar Michelle. He formed a studio in the early 20s where they showed movies about black heroes and black women being beautiful. Now, some people say that Oscar Michelle had a color issue. Now, if people look at his movies from back then, his silent movies all the way to his talkie movies, and I recommend that you guys check out Oscar Michelle also. But they always try to say that he was color struck and all that shit there. Whereas in the movies that they showed of black people, they were either scary, they were either maids, they were either smart, or they were incapable of putting a thought across on the movies that they were in. Black people fought for their images at that time. Black people, we didn't sit here and we did not condone movies with Bojangles or movies with just different negative black images with black servants, or movies like Gone with the Wind, with having just movies like that where you seen black people in subservient roles, and that started again from the birth of a nation, the original birth of a nation. But our people like Oscar Michelle, they figured out we're going to be independent. We're going to put out our own black movies, and we're going to show a hero, a handsome hero, nice looking black woman, different black characters. Then you had from Oscar Michelle, you had Robeson, Paul Robeson, in his movies, the Negro movies, the Negro spiritual movies from back in the 1920s and 30s. Black people didn't just stand there and wait for white people to put out images of them. We controlled our own images. We made sure that we fought the negative stereotypes. Now it was a beast. It was like battling a three-headed dragon, because you had most of the United States government, the United States media, that portrayed the Negro as a monkey or inhuman or incapable of having independence coming from slave times. But black people, we fought against that. Now we go into 2016 after almost 8 years of two-term black president and black governors and black business people and different black people that made strides and stuff. We're regressing back to the way we used to be portrayed in that timeline, like incapable of thinking. Now, if you guys watch a lot of news and Fox News and talk radio, white media portrays they portray black people as being incapable of thinking for themselves. Whenever they have a black person, they use a Uncle Tom up there to think he's speaking for black people who they like, and then they think because they give us a couple of bones, like you have some basketball players or comedians and all that, black comedians, they think that that's making black progress. We've always had black entertainers since they started entertainment. Black entertainment has existed in slavery times. Even you had black playwrights and singers. So black people have always been in the entertainment and always entertained master. So I don't want black people to get this confused that entertainment, where you got black people making Miss Digest, because white people like getting entertained. One thing that white people loved about us, black people, is the entertainment. Now, white people like different minorities for different reasons. One of the reasons why they like the African American person in this country is we always provided the music, and we was always good cooks to them, and we were always looked at in that manner. We weren't never really looked at as being intelligent, because most black people fought to build their communities. We fought for being intelligent. We fought for trying to be intellectuals, like people like W. Du Bois and Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Booker T. Washington. We fought to be that kind of person, not to be entertainers. Today's black people, we fight to be entertainers, but not be intellectuals, and not try to strive in. We're not striving for bigger things in the United States. We're regressing ourselves, and we're letting white supremacy hinder us along with ourselves, with not being intellectuals, not being physicians, more black physicians, and breaking strides in politics and all that. We make some strides, but then we go 50 steps back. And then some of us, we don't support another brother and sister when they're making these strides. We call them Uncle Tom. So whenever they do try to push these different agendas, black people we've been in this country for since the inception of the United States. We've been here. We're the longest race, I believe, that's existed in the United States, along with whites and Indians, and we still are having trouble controlling our black image. We're still contributing to negative stereotypes of the black race. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say on this. Like and share this video, people. Peace out.